Comrade DSG is some of the locals in Hanover Park. We're doing a walkabout just to listen to the conversations of Hanover Park.
Yeah, you see it because I'm there every day, 7 days a week. And you see it how especially the elderly people, how they rob the elderly people when it comes to pension here.
On pension days.
Yes. And this here, around the corner here, they're targeting the people there also, they're robbing the people. Yeah.
I hear you, Auntie Dennis. We've been here for less than an hour. I'm sure you are the 15th person. We're saying, what are the issue? Gangsterism, drugs. Huh? I hear you. I hear you. Soon you'll see that we were here.
Yeah, I hope so.
You will see now.
I hope so.
You will see, I promise. And that's when I'll come and have a mango, that red one.
The nice, beautiful.
This is my mango. You will make it.
I hope so.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Well, they can actually create more work for the people from Hanover.
I don't know, how are you?
But that's the main thing. The gangsterism is that you come out of your house into like selling everything.
Okay, thank you. To really make money here, it's better than being out in the streets and doing wrong things.
Only thing we can do, but it's income.
Yeah, every day you've got something to do. Okay, thanks. I come from the headquarters of the ANC under the leadership of President Ramaphosa. My name is Nomvula Mokonyane. I'm the Deputy Secretary. Nice to meet you. What kind of help?
Gangsterism,
poverty.
I mean, there's a lot. Children are going to school. Need oxygen.
Housing. Everybody lives in one yard.
Yeah. A lot of squatters.
We've come here invited by our comrades from here in Hanover Park and the Western Cape. I'm with another member of the National Executive Committee, Comrade Kuselo, led of course by our provincial secretary and the provincial deputy chairperson of the ANC, and many other supporters and friends of the ANC. But we're here as a delegation that is friends of Palestine and Palestinians ourselves. The reason why we say we're Palestinians is because we share a common cause for humanity and justice, and nothing else. We are bound by that conviction of our forefathers, President Mandela, as well as Comrade Yasser Arafat. So we know that we have carried this journey together, led of course by President Ramaphosa and the government of South Africa. Part of what we must now continue to do is to never drop the ball. There is no turning point on the struggle for humanity and justice for the people of Palestine. So our unity is very important. But we know those that we are fighting against are the ones who also have the ability to try and discredit and destroy us. Not away from South Africa, but also here in South Africa, using different platforms. And correctly, as you say, Imam, that yourselves and the ANC are in agreement on this. And the very fact that for the first time a government has taken this decision, there are risks ahead.
Yes.
There are risks ahead. The risks has to do with who is going to run South Africa post-2024. Do we want to reverse those gains of us as South Africa having taken the world head on and show our unity by going to the ICJ? But we have also said we are not ending at the ICJ. We want to see these processes ending at the ICC. But also with the United Nations playing its role. And us as the ANC-led government, strengthening our other relationships such as the BRICS communities. I'm sure you are aware, the family has grown. The BRICS family has grown, and that growth also gives us space to pledge solidarity and work together. Surely you have read, you have heard. They are now saying, no, we went to the ICJ with the ANC, not government, with the ANC being funded by Iran. And of course, it is those things that we all have to talk about and stand for justice, stand for the truth, and most importantly, stand for humanity. Therefore, what is not going to let us down is the coming elections. Those elections must not actually divide us, but they must actually unite us. Unite us on a common vision, a vision for a free Palestine. That's the reason why we believe that the risks have to do also with all these parties down that are giving money by the Zionists. And they are not being given money to sort out our problems in Hanover Park, to sort out the problems of unemployment. It's to remove the ANC and reverse the gains of having reached where we are. So part of what we should be doing as friends, as brothers and sisters of the people of Palestine and leadership, is to use every platform and explain to our followers and supporters about the risks that we are faced with, and therefore the need to make sure that we defend the gains that we have made. And that gain, of course, we'll come back one day and say Vote ANC, but the gain is that you need a South African government that stands with the people of Palestine. You need a South African government that stands with the people of Palestine, that stands for humanity, that stands for justice. As I'm saying, there is no turning back. And South African voters and friends of Palestine can't reverse that game. Getting into the ballot, it must be a vote for the children and women of Palestine. What that means, you know better. And I think that's what we will, as we live here, also hear the State of the Nation address by Comrade President. I'm sure you heard last week when we were coming from the Nahota, when the President said our adversaries are going to grow, but we must never be weakened because our enemies are not more than our friends. So we must actually be the ones who must not weaken the friendship we have with other people of the world. So that's the reason why we are here. Thank you very much. Amanda. Most importantly, stand for humanity. Therefore, what is not going to let us down is the coming elections. Those elections must not actually divide us, but they must actually unite us. Unite us on a common vision, a vision for a free Palestine. That's the reason why we believe that the risks have to do also with all these parties that are giving money by the Zionists. And they are not giving money to sort out our problems in Hanover Park, to sort out the problems of unemployment. It's to remove the ANC and reverse the gains of having reached where we are. So part of what we should be doing as friends, as brothers and sisters of the people of Palestine and leadership, is to use every platform and explain to our followers and supporters about the risks that we are faced with.
I don't like to leave it sometimes public because of my role that I play in the community and my responsibility. But this is my sentiments, and you have my full support. And if there's one thing that will be the thing that we agree on, and that is that we share the same sentiments when it comes to our brothers and our sisters that is being slaughtered in Palestine. We can disagree on many other things, but if that is the only thing, then that suffices for me. That suffices for me.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free!